Hi and welcome back to the Pearly Grey. My name's James, I'm the restaurant manager for Quo and The Edge here at the Pearly Grey Resort. Just wanted to do a quick video with you today just to let you guys know what to expect when you come away on holiday. Obviously Quo, we're partially reopening on the 3rd of September. The busier that we get, the more we'll open up fully. But we wanted to let you guys know, as I say, what to expect regarding restrictions here in Tenerife in comparison to what you may be used to back home. Currently here in Tenerife we are in level 4 on our restriction levels. Okay, so we're in level 4. What that basically means is that outside on the terrace we're allowed tables to a maximum of 6 people. Inside you're allowed tables to a maximum of 4 people. 50% capacity inside and 75% outside on the terrace. When we first reopen on the 3rd of September, we won't be opening the inside of Quo. We'll just be having the terrace open to make it easier for the staff to sanitize and keep an eye on everything. So 75% of our terrace should give us around about 10 tables. So there's a few restrictions, a few regulations, a few rules we're going to have to put in place to make sure that we comply with all the laws. So I have got a little list with me, okay, because I don't want to miss out anything, because it is very important, because we want to make sure that you have a safe holiday and our staff remain safe, and of course we don't get any COVID at the restaurant, so we have to close down again. So, let's say maximum tables of 6, so when you can take the terrace outside, be a maximum of 6 people per table, okay? And there's no smoking allowed. And now this isn't just me being an ex-smoker saying you're not allowed to smoke. We previously used to have 4 smoking tables. Unfortunately, they are no more. Smoking on any bar terrace or restaurant terrace is now illegal by law in Spain. So you can't smoke inside and you can't smoke outside on the terrace either. If you do want to have a cigarette, you are going to have to, unfortunately we can't provide a smoking site near the restaurant, because we've got the children's play park there as well. So you will actually have to leave the restaurant area to go for a cigarette. Also, to begin with, all payments in Quo will be by room charge or debit or credit card. This is because we want to limit the amount of contact points that we have regarding the transfer of any germs and things like that. If you do want to cash, if you bring in the cash and you prefer to pay cash, it's not a problem. You can charge to your room, okay, then go straight to reception and you can pay cash in reception. Okay, there'll also be one entrance and one exit from Quo as well. So the one entrance will be the entrance that is closest to the reception doors, and the exit will be this one on the children's park side, which will be over there. Okay, there'll be a hand sanitizer on the way in and a hand sanitizer on the way out, so you can sanitize your hands in and out on the way. Also, something else, you do need to wait to be seated by one of the waitresses. Okay, this is because in between each client we do have to fully sanitize down the table and the chairs. Okay, so we know they'll know which ones have been sanitized and ready for someone else to use. So there will be a sign saying please wait here, please do adhere to that and wait there. That also applies for takeaways as well. There's going to be 2 slots for takeaways by the hatch, so you can go see Louis if you want to get some takeaway food or takeaway drink. Okay, but again you will have to wait for the waitress to let you through, just so we can monitor the flow of the amount of people that we have. Once that person's received their takeaway and moved on, the next person will go in. So there might be a little bit of a delay, okay, but it's for your safety and for the safety of the staff as well. The toilets inside the restaurant. The toilets inside the restaurant will be for use of the restaurant patrons at that time only. So if you're around the swimming pool, okay, there is a swimming pool just over my shoulder. Sorry, a toilet just over my shoulder there. Okay, if you're around the swimming pool, you can use the poolside toilets. If you're using the terrace for food and drink at that time, you need the toilet, then you can use the restaurant toilets. If you're disabled, if anybody's in a wheelchair, okay, we will allow you obviously to use the disabled toilets in the bar as well, rather than the poolside ones. Okay, now the big one is probably one that you're not really used to back home as well, and that is masks. Okay, I know it's a bit looser back home on the mask issue. Here, obviously I've not got one now because I'm standing 2 meters away from John, who's filming this for us. But the easiest way, when you're standing up, you need a mask on. When you're out and about in the street and there's nobody else, you have to have a mask with you. You don't have to wear it. When you're in the terrace area for the restaurant, when you're in the restaurant, you have to wear your mask if you're standing up. Once you're sat at at the table and you're eating and you're drinking, okay, you can take the mask off, obviously, and that's not a problem. If you stand up to leave the restaurant, if you stand up to go to the toilet, or when you're entering the restaurant, you must be wearing a mask, okay? Obviously, if you're coming for the hatch as well, you do need to wear a top. This is just our protocol as well, but that's nothing to do with COVID. So, masks are a big one as well. When you're around the poolside and things like that, if you're going from your sunbed to the swimming pool, you don't need to wear a mask. But as I say, when you're in the terrace area, okay, if you're entering the bar, if you're going to the toilet, you're leaving the bar, you do need to use a mask. Okay, if you are exempt from, just to let you know, this is quite an important one because we don't want you getting fined. If you are medically exempt from wearing a mask as well, you will have to have an official note from your NHS doctor, and you will need to get it translated into Spanish, because if you get stopped on the street by the police and you can't show that you're medically exempt in Spanish, okay, you will receive a fine. So please do be aware of that one as well. Most importantly, I think after saying all these things, we don't want to be the fun police. I promise you, we do not want to be the fun police. It's been 18 months that we've been closed for. It's been 18 months the staff haven't worked. It's been 18 months since most of you have come away on holiday. We want you to have a great time. We want you to enjoy Pearly Grey, enjoy Quo, and enjoy Tenerife to its full maximum. But we do need you to comply. As I say, if someone gets COVID in the restaurant, we have to then close the restaurant down. It affects everybody. The safety of my team is paramount as well. I don't want them contracting anything, and of course I don't want them catching anything and passing it on to any of you guys. In regards to that as well, we do want to make it a COVID-free zone. I know some of you have suffered terribly through this. Some of you have lost loved ones, some of you have been very ill yourselves, okay, but the light is starting to appear at the end of the tunnel. So when you're over, Quo and the Edge will be a COVID-free zone. We don't want to talk about COVID. We don't want you guys to talk about COVID, okay? We want it to be positive. Let's put it behind us. Let's move on and start enjoying our holidays and enjoying the Pearly Grey for what it is. The light is at the end of the tunnel. If you've got any questions regarding the restrictions for the restaurant, please do email restaurant@pearlygrey.com. I say from the 3rd of September, Quo will be open from 9 until 5. Breakfast will be served from 9 until 11. Be closing down for food from 11 till 12, so we can fully sanitize all the tables again, then back open 12 till 3 for poolside snacks and lunch. Can't wait to see you all. It's been amazing, the response from the owners confirming their weeks. Keep it coming, keep booking, come over and see us, because it makes sense. It's over, nearly, so close. 3rd of September, Quo will be open. We're back.